Pastor Mark Whitby, his wife Susan, and the team at Frankston Life place a high importance on the community and family values. And on behalf of the city, I sincerely thank them for their invaluable service to the city. Mark and Sue were Citizens of the Year many years ago, I believe 2010, 2011, and they've kept up their commitment to Frankston. I've asked Pastor Whitby to actually provide a few words to councillors in terms of unity and working together as a group. He is a man with a lot of credibility in our city, and I think you'll find his words most valuable. So, Pastor Whitby.
Congratulations to you all on your election to the council. I think it's wonderful. We've got a brand new council almost, and I think it's a great season for us as a city. One of the things, I wear various hats in the city. One of the things I do is I oversee the churches of Frankston. It's quite a large contingent of Christian people right across all the different churches. I've overseen that for about 20 years. That's one of the things I do. Also look after the homeless and the destitute. We've done that through City Life, Frankston Life Community. Many of you have heard of that. It's my honour to do that, as I shared with Kris. But something I wanted to quickly share is something I shared with Kris the other day. Something of a maxim for our work, a bit of a theme that we have. It's taken out of the Bible. It's a scripture out of Isaiah, the old prophet in the Old Testament. Chapter 58, it says, "You should actively help the hungry, feed the oppressed, and your light will dispel the darkness, and your darkness will be transformed in the noonday." And you'll be like a well-watered garden, like a spring that continually produces water. It's kind of like a thing we've carried as a service to the poor in our city, done it for many years. Some time back, though, I was given a second part to this. It's out of Isaiah 58, verse 12. It says, "Your perpetual ruins will be rebuilt. You'll be re-established the ancient foundations. You'll be called the one who repairs broken walls, the one who makes streets inhabitable again." And, you know, I feel like it's so important that you recognise the heritage of our city. You know, Frankston's built, you probably know this, on underground aquifers all across our city. These underground water wells have been there all these years, and they contain this mineral called chalcedite. It's got healing properties. In fact, in the early days of our city, there was a couple of companies, one called the Frankston Aerated Springs Mineral Company, and the other was Frankston Sulphur and Chalcedite Springs Company, and they would bottle this water, and people would come to Frankston to bathe, to be healed, and that's part of our heritage as a city. And another part of our city is we're a city of firsts. Frankston has seen the start of many different organisations: police, community, consultative community. Neighbourhood Watch started in Frankston. Community Kitchen started in Frankston. Baxter Village, the most comprehensive retirement village in Australia, started in Frankston. Emergency relief providers. The very first Safeway was started in Frankston, called Pratt's. Many other things. Did you know that the very first Australian car was built in Seaford, called the Harnett? It wasn't very successful, but nevertheless it was built here in our city. And we've been praying and believing that our city will see our streets restored, our foundations re-established. But to do that, we must start at the top, you know, and we're believing that you, the council, would be unified, that you work with one purpose this year. There's another maxim, or another scripture, if you would, out of Matthew. It said, "Every city divided itself will not stand." And history tells us whenever disunity and disharmony gets in, it's like a cancer. An old saying is, "United we stand and divided we fall." And friends, I just want to encourage you. The opposite is also true. When you're united with one voice, you can accomplish anything. And I believe that this is a year that we're going to start to see a shift take place in Frankston because of the shift in our council. You know, we've been through drought, fires, now the COVID, but you know, something about Aussies, we rise up and we overcome. That's something about us as Australians. And I want to encourage you as a council this year to be unified, to be about our city, a city that we all love. And my challenge as I finish, you know, I want to encourage you to be a voice for positive and significant change and unity for our city. each of you, what an honoured thing that you are sitting there today, going to govern our city for the next 4 years. And I believe if you decide that you're going to rise above pettiness and treat each other with respect and honour, even when you disagree, to make unity a high value in spite of everything, if you choose to work as a team together in unity regardless of the price, our city's going to thank you. And as me and many of the churches will continue to pray for you. That's what we do. We're not calling you to be religious, but we're going to pray for you and your families. And I believe that our perpetual ruins will be rebuilt, and we will establish the ancient foundations. And you will be called the one who repairs the broken walls, the one who makes our streets inhabitable again. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor Whitby. And as I said, Mark, you're someone with a lot of credibility, and we definitely take your words on board.
Thank you,
Mark.
Kris.
Much appreciated on behalf of Council.
Right.
Thank you, Mark. Good night. Wow, and what a great message to start the very first council meeting of this term. We've all committed to working together, and we've heard it from Pastor Mark himself. We've got that potential to work together and achieve some great things, both councillors and officers.